You cannot imagine how I feel now sitting here in front of my house. It's not easy to take my new family, 3 children, 1 grandchild, and to ask them to move in a place they don't know. They don't have any memories. They don't have any reason for them to come. In the other hand, I want very much to see again Morphou, and not only Morphou, the whole Cyprus, to grow again. And I can imagine my children using my properties as a startup to create the new modern city of Morphou.
So forward-looking, your vision is to rebuild, to reconstruct.
Yes, exactly. It's unfair for the children, for our children, to ask them to come only because I love Morphou. But it's fair to use my property, my father's property, to rebuild and to restart a new modern city of Morphou. And for the same thing, I hope to see also for the Turkish Cypriots. I want them to see them in Paphos, in Limassol, use their own property. You know, there are Turkish Cypriots, they have very, very expensive piece of land next to the sea. Greek and Turkish Cypriots are ready to make their own compromises. Of course, we have to respect the insecurities we feel both sides. It's a matter of time to work together again, to live together again, because of course 42 years, it's a long time, and we need time to reunite the two people. I cannot accept not to have the right of property. Everybody has their property and they have to use their property whenever they are this property. We have to have the right to work where we like. Cyprus is too small to have 2 separate states. Separate with the meaning of Turkish side and Greek side. I cannot accept any army in this country. I cannot accept especially Turkish troops, any guarantees of any country. We are country member of European Union, so there is no reason to have any other country, especially out of European Union, to be guarantor to us. This is unacceptable.
Mm-hmm. Property, troops, is there another important point for you?
Freedom of everything, freedom of religion, freedom of education. Mr. Akinci said the other day that if the Greek Cypriots in Kyrenia want to take their children in school, they have to go to Nicosia. This is unacceptable. What is this? Is any country we cannot find a school for our own children of any religion or on any culture of any language? I don't understand. Freedom of education, freedom of work. I have the right to work anywhere I want. Of course, they have their rights. Every side. We have to respect everybody. The insecurities, yes, we have to respect their minority. They have rights of minority, and we have to respect this, and we have to give them more than the minimum, to feel that they are equal, but equal doesn't mean that it's 50-50. We cannot work 50-50.
Mm-hmm. So are you talking about the rotating presidency, or what are you talking about?
I'm talking about everything. Somebody has to have the majority to vote yes or no to decisions.
So you're speaking about veto rights.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Can you be specific on this? And then we will move on to another topic.
I don't have any problem, for example, to see a Turkish Cypriot president. But I do have a problem to be this put by law that every 5 years has to be Greek or Turkish. This is unacceptable for me. I can have for my own life a Turkish Cypriot president because he's good, because he's the people likes him, because he's fair. I don't mind if he's here Turkish Cypriot, but it's annoying to be in the law that every 5 years has to be different.
This is the place of your childhood. Is there one specific memory you have to this street, to this house, to this place?
I remember the first time when I go to the school and I left this door and I felt that I was grown. I remember the first time when I put my uniform of the Philharmonic band of the high school, when I was playing drums, timpano. I was felt like a king with this beautiful uniform. I remember the crying of women neighbors who lost their sons in 1964, in 1974. I remember the appointment I have with my friends, with my girlfriends. I remember my car of my father. It was parked over there, and during the winter, it was the warmest place of the house to be in the car. It's like this time now we're talking about, this sun and this temperature we have in our body takes me 50 years ago.
Do you remember 74?
I will never forget it. I do remember 1974 every single second of my life. It was, for me, something I couldn't believe. Still, I don't believe that in 20th century and now 21st century, still happening to have a foreign army in our country and not give us the freedom in both sides, Greek and Turkish Cypriots, to be real free.
Do you remember the very day in 74 when you left here, this door, this house, this place?
Yes, I remember very well. The car of my father was here in front of us. We were in, myself, my father, my sister-in-law and my grandmother. And I remember my mother asked my father, give me another 2 minutes, I forgot something. And he ran in the car, in the house again, and he brought some silver knives. And I didn't understand why. Later I understood that they brought this because maybe if we need money to sell it. I know that it's very difficult for me to take my family and come back. I am 60 years old. I have a house, I have my business in Nicosia. It's not difficult to start something now from the beginning, but it must be very easy for my children to come back to find the property my fathers gave me, and based on this property And based on some motives the government has to give to these young people to come and to make a new start, to a new Morphou, which maybe it not be the same. Of course it's not be the same. The time is running. But we have to work to make it again and to grow again and to be developed again. You know, it was a very rich place.
Mm-hmm.
Orange trees, we export oranges to all Europe. My father and all the people coming from Morphou were very well done, I mean, rich, and they could study their children. So Morphou has all the, Cyprus, not Morphou, I don't want to stay, Cyprus is a place who can be a paradise. Tourism, sun, hotels, industries. It's very pity because not of us, not because of Cypriots have all this problem. Cyprus has the problem because of foreign, because of the big powers. So my dream is to see the young people, the young generation, to start again for a new, modern European country. There is a Greek word, ancient word, harmolipi. Harmolipi is two words, two meanings. Hara, which is to be happy, and lipi is sadness. So at the same time, I feel very happy that I'm here, and at least I have the chance showing my passport, which I hate to show my passport to come to my own country, but I show it, and I have the chance to visit, to see my house, my door, my bedroom, my yard, my street, my life. I have the chance to see again icons from the past, which is very important for me. At the same time, I feel very sad because I'm coming here and I don't find my neighborhoods, my neighbors. I don't find my friends. I don't find my father, my mother. And I find people which are sad. I don't find people happy here. I find people feeling very deeply guilty that they are living in my own bedroom. I know them, they are very sensitive. And at the same time, I am very angry with the situation because part of this problem, it's us. We gave to the big powers a chance because of our mistakes. We played their games to make their plans. And what are their plans? To be controlled, this country to be controlled from the big powers because of its position of this island and because of the oil or petrol. So harmolipi,